I don't know if you're aware of the fact that some of the most exciting AI companies in the world are based in South Africa. Either founded here or based here. A lot of them are small startup companies. I've worked with some that are like 6 people in the garage somewhere, but they build incredible platforms. I think the challenge is scaling. It's a lack of a regulatory environment and the like. But next we've got 2 people from a very exciting AI-based company called Teraflow. And I would like to invite to the stage Kaluba and Simon, and they will be speaking about striking the balance, realistic approaches to ideal AI in financial services. So please give them a hand as they come up.
I'll stand there.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Awesome.
Mic check. Perfect.
Check. 1, 2. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As an enthusiastic visionary, today I am thrilled to discuss a topic of utmost relevance in the industry: ideal AI in financial services. Picture this: a financial district where banks have been transformed into sleek AI-powered hubs. As you enter one of these financial hubs, you are greeted by an AI bot named Athena. Athena immediately recognizes you by your unique biometric signature and greets you with a warm smile.
Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Great to see you again. I have been tracking your transactions and financial history. I understand your preferences, goals, and risk appetite, so I know exactly what you need. You are newlyweds and are looking to buy a new home. Here are some of the products we offer that are tailored specifically to your needs.
Whoa, Kaluba, I think we're getting a bit carried away here. We need to strike a balance. I think there's something missing with that title. And it's an important phrase, or actually important word: realism. What does it take to make AI work in financial services? I'd like to unpack that with a very interesting stat. 90% of AI models fail to make it to production. They end up languishing in technical debt graveyards in these big organizations. And you might ask yourself, why is that the reason? Well, one of the main reasons, I'll mention another one, is misalignment. There's always a misalignment with what business objectives are. And as a result, these projects continue to pile on these graveyards. But the main reason that I want to unpack is risk. So let's be honest, AI models are risky. They're statistical models, probabilistic models that have obviously probabilities. And it's quite difficult to articulate that to clients when they're trying to manage their hard-earned money based on statistics. And that is the reason why there's always these compliance requirements such as model drift. They're trying to understand what model drift is, they're trying to understand what bias is, and most importantly, they're just trying to understand how to explain the inferences that these models make. And to unpack that, Kaluba, I just want to understand from your perspective this explainability, because the challenge is we don't understand how to explain these to risk departments. And that's the biggest struggle, because we see the benefits of these models, but if you can't explain them, then there's no point. So I don't know. What's your thoughts? Do you have any ideas on that?
You're right. The black box nature of these AI-based systems does limit adoption and gives rise to implementation hurdles. In the case of a highly regulated industry like financial services, transparency and compliance are a must. But how can we actually achieve this transparency while leveraging the efficiencies that AI brings? I'm glad you asked that question. This is where explainable AI enters the chat. Explainable artificial intelligence is the ability of an AI model to provide the rationale behind its predictions and decisions. In simple terms, using AI to explain AI. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Explainability bridges the gap between the complex inner workings of AI systems and the need for transparency and accountability in the decision-making process. This can actually help banks and many organizations see more of their pilot projects and so-called POCs come to light, since a lack of explainability is a major hurdle when it comes to deploying AI models in production. Take, for example, Zest Finance. Zest Finance is a company that helps credit lenders use machine learning to develop and launch highly accurate and explainable credit risk models. These models provide detailed explanations of credit decisions. This ensures fairness and enables customers to understand the factors that are influencing their credit worthiness. This approach promotes transparency, trust, and fosters deeper engagement. For companies looking to use AI effectively, explainable AI plays a critical role in financial decision-making. The transparency and interpretability of AI models enables stakeholders to understand the factors that are driving these recommendations. And by leveraging the insights derived by these models, financial institutions can, 1, gain a competitive advantage, 2, ensure regulatory compliance, and lastly, foster deeper trust with their customers. Now, Simon, since you rudely interrupted me while I was making an important point, I'll take this opportunity to actually just pick up where I left off. AI-powered hyper-personalization. Sounds fancy, right? Apparently, if you want to grab the attention of a C-suite level executive, you have to sprinkle a bit of AI in every sentence you use. I can see Michael, our CEO, agreeing with me. Dean Baker, I see you agreeing as well. Let's keep it simple. Personalized customer experiences. Financial institutions can leverage AI to deliver personalized customer experiences. AI can analyze vast amounts of data, customer data, to anticipate their needs, provide tailored recommendations, and foster deeper engagement. Remember Athena, the AI bot? Imagine not having to stress about queues, or remembering to carry your ID or your passport, or the 1 million documents that are required for you to apply for that loan. Athena can authorize you using your biometric signature, and using your transactional history, your browsing behavior, and your preferences. She's able to provide tailored product recommendations specifically to your needs. In that way, you don't have to spend hours in the bank trying to figure out whether you qualify for a loan or not. How is this interesting stat? The Harvard Business Review found that customers who have personalized experiences are 110% more likely to buy from the same brand. I'm that customer. I know you are too, because I like to feel special. Don't you like to feel special? Now, how can I be speaking about personalization and AI without speaking to generative AI? I mean, it's the hottest topic in AI and tech right now. I'm sure you all thought that chatbots were very cool until you met my very good friend, ChatGPT. From basic rule-based AI bots that simply answer frequently asked questions, to AI-powered virtual assistants that can actually have human conversations with you. Have you met Erica? Erica is the Bank of America's AI bot. Customers can interact with Erica via voice or text message. Erica is powered by artificial intelligence and cognitive messaging, as well as predictive analytics, to help customers do things like make payments, save money, or even check their credit scores. Now, here's an example of where Erica can come in handy. Let's imagine it's payday today. Michelle just received her salary, and Erica knows that every day, every month on the 25th, Michelle will make her way to Santon City to splurge, probably get clothes on credits, and end up in debt. So on her way to the mall, Erica sends Michelle a message. Hey, Michelle, I found a great opportunity for you to reduce your debt and save you $300. Michelle was surprised. Interesting. How? Based on your typical monthly spending, you have an additional $150 that you could be putting towards your cash rewards visa. This can save you up to $300 per year. Would you like me to proceed with the transaction? I mean, who would say no? Yes, please. Erica proceeds to authorize this transaction via facial recognition, voice recognition, or maybe fingerprints, but it happens within minutes. Erica just saved Michelle from making a very poor financial decision. By leveraging generative AI, organizations can actually give themselves a competitive advantage. Through using chatbots and AI-powered virtual assistants, organizations can provide seamless, personalized customer experiences. How convenient, Simon.
I hear you, Kaluba. And the problem is you've gotten the audience all excited, okay? Someone's excited, that's important. Now, we first need to come back to basics. Let's come back to earth and discuss how do we make this all happen in a typical financial services company, right? So I just want to unpack a case study where we implemented an Athena Lite version, which is basically a chatbot, in a legal chatbot. So just to give you a bit of context, our client was a major financial services bank, had massive amounts of legal-related questions that the bank tellers couldn't answer because obviously they're not lawyers, right? So we helped our clients build an AI legal bot. And the objective, as I said, is to alleviate the legal teams. And we achieved that objective. However, I mean, even to some extent, even the lawyers were worried about their jobs because that's how great this bot was working. But as implementation goes, there are challenges that arise. And the main challenge was the bot did not necessarily know the entire knowledge base of lawyers. So the client started asking even more complex questions because initially we had built the bot for frequently asked questions. So what had to happen was we had to continuously now collaborate with the knowledge experts, being the lawyers, as well as the technical teams, to continuously monitor and fine-tune and train this model so that we could cater to the client's further queries or legal-related queries. So the point of what I'm bringing here, or what I'm bringing home here, is that AI is not a quick fix. You can't go and build Athena and expect Athena now to flourish. Maybe in 30, 40, 50 years' time, but definitely not now. It is a process of continuous learning, improvement, and investment in order for long-term success.
Agreed. In order to maximize the full potential of AI, it is crucial to emphasize the importance of collaboration between humans and AI. I strongly believe that AI is not here to replace humans, but to empower us with superhuman capabilities. While AI can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and make data-driven predictions, humans bring in domain expertise, critical thinking, and contextual understanding to the table. Just like your AI bot, Simon. In order to ensure the ongoing success of the project, you required legal domain expertise, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
AI and technology is not solely about AI is not solely about technology and data. It is about people. The driving force behind the AI revolution. And this is why it is important for organizations to foster a culture of AI literacy. It is important for them to empower people at different levels of the organization to understand and embrace AI. Take, for example, at Teraflow, we recently had the ChatGPT competition where we had to come up with the most innovative and interesting ways to use ChatGPT in our everyday lives. I personally took interest in this, and I used ChatGPT to help me debug my code and generate some code as well. This saved me hours and hours of searching through Stack Overflow and made my work efficient and effective. It is essential for organizations to foster a culture of AI literacy. What do you think, Simon?
I agree. I completely agree. And just to bring everything home, actually, firstly, did you win that competition by any chance?
Ish, no.
I wonder why. But anyways, Kaluba, you've really provided some invaluable insights into what it takes from an idealistic perspective. And I just want to bring this all together with a take-home with regards to how do we make all this work. And what's important is laying the foundation of data and data operations. Because let's be clear, without data, or actually data is the lifeblood of AI. If you do not have clean, consistent data to feed into your models, then garbage in, garbage out. So how do we go about doing this? Well, step one is to first identify your actual current environment, looking at what your weaknesses and your pitfalls are, and drawing attention to that. Then the second step is to consider looking at modern data technologies. looking at things such as data lakes, data storages, modern data warehouses on the cloud. This will allow you to efficiently store, transform, and load your data in an efficient manner. And finally, just to Kaluba's point, nothing or technology does not exist in an island. It interfaces with human beings. So it's really important that organizations have a data-driven culture where data quality, governance, and security is in utmost importance. And most importantly, decisions are based purely, or not purely, but majority on data. So I'm not quite sure, have I hit the mark yet, Kaluba?
Certainly, certainly. The path to leveraging AI is not a one-time event. It is a transformative journey that requires time, persistent efforts, and a solid data foundation. As we navigate this journey to AI, let's remember the importance of the indispensable role that humans play in driving the AI revolution. Implementing AI solutions requires an ongoing process of learning, experimentation, and improvements. AI is a journey. It's not a race. Thank you.
There are one or two questions. You guys look fabulous.
Thank you.
Look, if
I can organize you if you want.
Thank you very much. I'm sure if you walk in the inner city, you're totally camouflaged. No, you guys look great. Maybe one or two questions for the team here. There's a hand up here.
Hi, thank you. A very great presentation. My question is based on user privacy. Like, how do you balance that, and as well as being able to develop these customized applications to the AI and the finance? Like, there are things that I might not want to appear on the bot to expose to everyone, and then this is what it's using to recommend products to me. So how do you balance what you're doing now, and also me also being able to keep my privacy in certain areas?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, you can answer it.
Okay. So this is where, so when you're developing AI models, especially when it comes to, for example, banks that deal with sensitive data, this is where cryptography comes in. So when you're building your models, I don't need to know maybe your ID number. I don't need to know your address. There's other important details that I need, like maybe your salary or how much you make. But what happens is you're able to hide your personal details from these AI models or these machine learning models as we train them. And in that way, we're able to maintain data privacy and adhere to POPI regulation as well.
There's one there.
Some hands there, or there's somebody with a mic already?
First of all, great presentation.
Thank you.
And second, I would like to know, how can we leverage AI, right, in the communities where technology is not very well developed, to touch on the subject of the inclusion?
That's a really tough question. I'll take a stab at it. I think, yeah, it's quite a challenging one, because without the use of devices or having devices, it's quite difficult for one to leverage off that. But yeah, I don't really have an answer for that.
I can
That's
take
good
a
one.
stab at
Maybe
it.
you can dabble, yeah.
As much as, yes, you can have your device, and you need to have the skills to use AI. And I really think that in our communities, we do lack the skills, to programming skills, for example, or the skills that are required to learn AI. So why can we start by actually educating people in our community, empowering them with the skills that they require to develop AI or to use AI? So I'd start from that point of view, sort of skills advancement, teaching people the programming skills that they would require to develop AI models and build AI models.
Okay, we're going to have to move on. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, please give them a round of applause. It was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Very lively.
Thank you.
Funky people. Thank you very much.